Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over why you do not want to miss Poliwrath Community Day. Let's go ahead and get into this. This is going to be some really good stuff. Now we're going to be seeing two Pokemon that are going to be receiving a Community Day move. We do have Poliwrath, which is going to be receiving a quick fighting move, counter, and then Poliwhirl or Politoad, which is going to be receiving Ice Beam, which is a nice upgrade from its Blizzard that is going to be requiring more energy. It's not getting stabbed, but it is going to still be nice to have that Ice Beam with a lower costing energy as opposed to Blizzard. Now, Politoad is going to be great and all. Oh, it's going to be good. We're not going to go over that in this video. What we're going to focus on is the absolute amazing move that is going to be counter on Poliwrath. Now, let's go ahead and get into this. If you do enjoy my videos, please give it a thumbs up. Now, let's see what we have. So, counter for Poliwrath, right? Right. It's going to be a great move all around. I mean, you could use it in raids, I suppose, if you wanted to power one up, if you enjoy Poliwrath that much. But it's not going to be ideal. There's going to be much better fighters for raiding. Now, when it comes to PvP, for the Great League and the Ultra League, this is where it's going to be at. Now you're going to want to go ahead and get into this here. Of course, we know Ice Beam for Politoad. Right. Now, taking a look at the bonuses for this event, we are going to be seeing 1/4 distance for eggs that are going to be incubated during the time. So this is going to be on July 30th from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. local time. So you're going to have to incubate those eggs once the event starts. ×2 candy for catching Pokemon, ×2 XL candies potentially for trainers level 31 and up. Okay, so extra candies all around there. Lure modules are going to be lasting for 3 hours like usual. Then incense are going to be lasting longer as well. Take a snapshot for potential Poliwag shinies. All right, if you can't get out that much and you don't have too many spawns, make sure you do that. And then you're going to get an additional special trade and then reduce Stardust costs for a trade as well by 50%. All right, now moving on here, you're going to also see the raid bonuses from 5 p.m. until 10 p.m. I love that time. I love how it goes late into the night like that. I love that. But I just don't care for them too much. Again, if I lived in a big city and I was everywhere and I can walk to these things and then have to drive here to there, to there, to there, then I would participate. But since everything is so spread out here, I don't really care too much for those raids. Now, in order to get Politoad, you're going to have to use a King's Rock, right? So, yeah, you're going to be able to get those researches, though. Those are going to be around from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m., and which you're going to be able to get them all over the place, so don't worry about it. And then start stacking, well, start stacking them up now. You've got less than 24 hours, so yeah, anyway. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into Poliwrath, okay? Holy shivin'. All right, in the Great League, it is going to be ranked 7 as Shadow. Now, it is going to dominate. This is, I'm telling you, this is going to be amazing. We'll go over the IVs, what you're going to want after this here in just a second. So we're going to go ahead and see its worst matchups. Victory Bell, Jellicent, Cresselia, Ninetales, Lantern, Frostlass, Alola Marowak, Pelipper, Mandibuzz, Sableye, and it is going to stop around Skarmory, a freaking flying steel type. That is where it's going to start winning, and not too bad either of a win. All right, so I was looking at, was this Toxicroak? I mean, are you serious right now? I see, I got to learn how to talk closer to the mic here. I don't know. All right, anyway, it's beating Toxicroak. Are you kidding me here? This is nuts. And then taking a look at the Ultra League, it's going to be 21 as a non-shadow. I was going to say shiny. So as a regular one, it's going to be doing better as the Shadow, as opposed to the Shadow. And it is still going to be doing amazing here. Let's see what it's going to be losing up against here. We're going to see Venusaur, Cresselia, Giratina, Tapu Fini, Gramble, Jellicent, Sylveon, Deoxys, Trevenant, Ninetales, Alolan, Nidoqueen, Buzzwole, Giratina, Pidgeot, Virizion, Gliscor, Toxicroak, and then Cofagrigus, it's ending there at literally a pure ghost type. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at what it's going to be good up against. It's a lot more. So he had about 17 there, 18. So we have Stunfisk, Sandslash, Empoleon, Aurorus, Obstagoon, Caesar, Dubwool, Talonflame, Cobalion, Umbreon, Scrafty, Snorlax, Drapion, Walrein, Snorlax, Shadow, Guzzwool, Greedent, Mandibuzz, Escavalier, Gyarados, Swampert, Charizard, Ninetales, Alolan, Muck, Glissopod, Swampert, what the hell, Shadow Machamp, Steelix, and then itself, Poliwrath, the last one, and then we move into literally a pure ghost type, and it's a 474. It's not even a bad loss up against Cofagrigus, and you're looking at way more wins than losses here as far as the meta is concerned. And damn, this thing's crazy. Now taking a look at the Master League, 285 for the non-shadow. You know, I'm just having a little fun here. Let's see what it can do. So as a shadow, it's not looking too great. As a non-shadow, it's not looking too great. So yeah, I mean, if you wanted to have a little fun, max out another fighter. Personally, fighters are one of my favorites. I don't know if I'm going to be maxing out one of these, to be honest with you. But yeah, taking a big loss from Togekiss. Massive win up against Excadrill. Well, not a decent win. And then, yeah, this is the Shadow. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the regular one in the Master League because there's only literally one win there. Yeah, I mean, this is not where it belongs, right? Okay, so Excadrill, Melmetal, Landorus, Mamoswine, Metagross, and then it stops at Kyogre. And yeah, okay, so obviously this is not where you're going to want to use it in the Master League. You're going to want to go with the Great League and the Ultra League, and it's going to be best in the Great League and oh so damn good in the Ultra League as well. So folks, this is absolutely phenomenal. This is a great community day that you do not want to miss. Make sure you get out there and get the best ones that you can possibly get. Now, as far as... Alright, we don't need to look at it that any further. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the best IVs that you want to have. Oh boy, probably should edit this part out here because I am not ready. Okay, here we go. Now taking a look at the best IVs that you're going to want to have. As far as Poliwhirl, we're not going to talk about that. Poliwrath in the Great League. So what you're going to want is 0 attack, 14 defense, and then 15 stamina. That is going to be your best one. And then for the Ultra League, what you're going to want is 0 attack, 14 defense, and then 14 stamina as well. For Politoed in the Great League, man, I can't wait until I can have the camera back more, because if you're noticing I'm like hunching like this, I know that's not my normal posture, okay? I don't like to, but if I sit up, then it's gonna cut off half my head and be like, hey guys, how's it going? All right, so I gotta hunch down like this freaking hunchback crap. All right, back to the Poliwrath. What do we got here? For the Great League, you're gonna want a 0, 15, 11. 0, 15, 11 for the Great League. For the Ultra League, you're gonna want a 0, 15, 14 for Poliwrath, or for Politoed. Okay, of course there's going to be a dollar ticket. Those are always worth buying, all right? So you don't need somebody to tell you that it's worth buying, but go ahead and watch the video. So that's pretty much wrapping it up here. Yeah, so if you can't get a 0, 14, 15 for the Ultra League Poliwrath or a 0, 14, 14 for the Ultra League, then get as close as you can to those. It's no big deal. All you really need to do is just make sure you get these moves. Also remember, if you do have a Shadow that it still has frustration, say a Poliwhirl or Poliwag, whatever, this still has frustration right now, you can still evolve it to get the counter move for Poliwrath. For Politoed, for the Ice Beam, you know, yeah, you're gonna need to remove frustration for that. But yeah, you don't really need to remove frustration, so you can wait for a rocket event if you currently do have a Shadow. But there you have it, folks. Pretty freaking amazing. You do not want to miss this. And Poliwrath Shiny and Politoed Shiny, pretty good. You have the Cotton Candy Toad and then the Boxing Green Frog, which is awesome. Love it. Good stuff. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, you found it informative, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Get yourself some good IVs so you can counter down some stuff. We already know counter is one of the best moves, and it's showing for this community day. Anytime a Pokemon that is a fighting type that gets counter and stab, obviously it's getting stab if it's fighting, is always going to be fan-freaking-tastic. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Don't worry about what I'm saying. Just do what I tell you. When you do that uppercut, just do that. When I get in the ring, when I tell you something, you do it.
Always.
You gotta do what I tell you. I don't care what nobody else says. Just do what I tell you. Focus on it. Keep your mind on it. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. When you get in that ring, make sure when I tell you, do what I tell you. Do what I tell you. That's the main thing in your head.